Hi, I'm Amy Carpenter, and this is Around Town with Amy. Today's show is on an unforgettable dog and a special politician and their fight against canine cancer and sarcoma. That is coming up next on Around Town with Amy.
Sure Shot Directional Boring is proud to support Around Town with Amy. We are the region's trusted directional boring and hydro excavation service experts. With more than 20 years experience, Sure Shot Directional Boring ensures projects will be handled skillfully, safely, on time, and within budget. Contact us today at 740-689-1221 or online at sureshotboring.com.
For the last 30 years, I've worked in Fairfield County. The beauty of working in this county is it's small enough that you get to know people on an individual level, that you get to do the kind of work you want to do personally, but it's large enough that we have some resources and we have some ability to bring coalitions together to make some bigger changes.
You have the benefits of a suburban community, and Columbus isn't too far away if you want to get that urban experience. Plus, if I ever feel like I need to get away for a little bit, there's tons of great hiking around here.
Well, Fairfield County is just a really different county, so it's very resource rich. There are so many people in similar and overlapping helping fields. They make excellent community partners.
We all know each other and we don't compete with each other. Like agency-wide, we're all here to serve our clients, and you know someone everywhere, you know what I mean? And so that, I just feel like that helps it to get our clients the best care. So that's a big thing for me.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
Around Town with Amy is sponsored in part by Deline McNeil. Whether you're in the market to buy or sell a home, look no further than Deline McNeil, your reliable real estate expert with over 25 years of invaluable experience. With a reputation for honesty, genuine care, and a strong work ethic, Deline McNeil is dedicated to assisting you with all your real estate needs. For a seamless and trustworthy real estate journey, reach out to Deline McNeil today.
If your child is struggling in school, Dr. Amy's tutoring service is your trusted tutor in the Lancaster area. Dr. Amy has been a teacher for over 25 years and has taught kindergarten, first, second, and third grades. She has multiple degrees to help your child with reading, writing, spelling, math, science, and social studies. Dr. Amy offers one-on-one tutoring using various methods to help students improve grades, confidence, and master fundamental skills. Amy's goal is to help kids learn and grow and to achieve success in their problem areas. Dr. Amy's tutoring service is here to help. To book an appointment, contact Amy today.
Hank's Pet Sitting Service is your trusted pet service in the Lancaster area. Pet owners can rest assured knowing that Hank's Pet Sitting Service will treat your fur babies like one of their own. We specialize in a home away from home atmosphere to keep your pet comfortable. From drop-in visits, dog walking, or potty breaks for your pooch, Hank's Pet Sitting Service is here to help. To book an appointment, contact Hank's Pet Sitting Service today.
In November of 2014, I lost my dog Hank to sarcoma, a rare disease of the connective tissue. I was so heartbroken, I decided I had to try to find out more about the disease that took my best friend from me. I combed the internet and found the Sarcoma Foundation of America. Sarcoma Foundation of America is an organization that shares information about sarcoma. I noticed that they had several free conferences all across the United States. I decided that I needed to go to these conferences to learn more about this unknown disease. While attending these conferences, I met so many nice people, and I learned so much about sarcoma. Well, at these conferences, I kept hearing that they wanted to get a bill passed to make July Sarcoma Awareness Month. They said this would help get the signs out to the public in hopes of an early diagnosis. I wondered why it hadn't happened yet, and I decided I was going to do this in honor of Hank. While scanning the internet, I also found information about Rare Disease Week in Washington, D.C. It was hosted by the Rare Disease Legislative Advocates, a program of the Every Life Foundation for Rare Diseases. This multi-day event brings together rare disease advocates from across the country to make their voices heard by their members of Congress. I decided that I was going to go and see what I could do to get a Sarcoma Awareness Month established. I attended Rare Disease Week in Washington, D.C. in 2017 and 2018, but I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere at a national level. I decided I would come back to Ohio and see what I could do here to make a difference. I found out that Representative Tim Schaefer was the person I needed to reach out to. Tim had never heard of sarcoma before, but right away, Tim was on board with the bill. Tim had lost his dog Fancy to cancer too.
When you first came to me with the idea several years ago, my staff and I both fell in love with it. You may remember Misty Nichols. She was the first staff person that helped me with it, and we fell in love with the idea. You wanted to do something positive with research for sarcoma, and you saw the connection and taught us about the connection between human sarcoma and canine sarcoma, and it's a win-win for everybody, as well as memorializing your wonderful, beautiful dog, Hank.
After meeting with Representative Schaefer, I knew I had found the right man for the job. I started to see change, and the following things started happening. May 15, 2018, Representative Schaefer introduced the first version of Hank's Law as House Bill 651. On June 28, 2018, I testified on Hank's bill, and it passed the House State and Local Government Committee. However, the bill did not advance past this point.
The House will come to order with a quorum being present.
On March 5, 2019, Hank's Law was reintroduced for the 133rd General Assembly in the House by Representative Tim Schaefer. After Senator Schaefer was appointed to the Ohio Senate in May of 2019, Hank's Law was introduced as Senate Bill 164 on June 17, 2019. Despite the great things happening with Hank's bill, there were several obstacles. Senator Schaefer had to educate the House of Representatives and Senate about comparative oncology and how dogs and people get the same cancers, and how treatments in dogs lead to life-saving treatments for people too.
When people research cures or treatments, at least treatments for different conditions, we don't always say, well, this is for humans only, or this is for canines only, or cats, or parakeets, or whatever, because so much of our biologies are going to be parallel. Why not find a cure for everybody? And, it just makes sense. Biologically, it makes sense. Politically, it makes sense. Medically, it makes sense.
On February 2, 2021, Hank's Law was reintroduced for the 134th General Assembly as Senate Bill 43. April 21, 2021, Senate Bill 43 passed the Ohio Senate with a unanimous vote after being approved by the Senate Health Committee on March 3, 2021. June 15, 2021, Senate Bill 43 passed out of the House Health Committee with a unanimous vote. June 2021 to February 2022, Senate Bill 43 informally passed on the House floor 14 times before being re-referred to the House Rules and Reference Committee, but the bill did not advance past this point. January 26, 2023, Hank's Law was reintroduced for the 135th General Assembly as Senate Bill 34. March 22, 2023, Senate Bill 34 passed out of the Senate Health Committee. On May 17, 2023, Senate Bill 34 unanimously passed out of the Ohio Senate. October 12, 2023, Senate Bill 34 passed out of the House Public Health Policy Committee. On November 15th, the anniversary week of losing Hank to sarcoma, Senator Schaefer called to tell me that Hank's bill had overwhelmingly passed out of the Ohio House of Representatives 93-1.
We introduce 1,500 to 2,000 bills every two-year session. And right now, we were at I forget the number, only a couple dozen that have been passed and sent to the governor. So, number one, the odds are against you just for any bill, any kind of measure you want to do. The numbers are against you. So even in a good year, it's still a rare sight to see. So I was really pleased to see this finally get the traction. We lobbied everybody we needed to. We got that job done. It took a while to get done. A lot of effort, a whole lot of effort on your part. A lot of trips to Columbus, a lot of phone calls to Ohio State and your board of trustees, your board of directors at the foundation, and all the work you do, and the fundraiser you do every July. All the work you do, it all finally came together, and it doesn't always happen. So yeah, we kind of call that the miracle.
Senator Schaefer explains why he thinks Hank's Law overwhelmingly passed 93-1.
In the Senate, the Health Committee chairman is a physician, and so I think the naming of the month and the research fundraising that you've been doing and are going to continue to do, and the research funding that will hopefully come from this bill from others, I think appealed to him a lot. I think a lot of folks do have their personal stories. You may not know it, they may not share it, but everybody has a personal story about some kind of tragic illness or some sort of issue in life. And cancer is certainly, I think, in a lot of people's lives, possibly even sarcoma, this one form of cancer. And so, and quite frankly, when you came to the Capitol and brought the experts that you did, it wasn't just you and me, the bill sponsor and the constituent, but you brought the top researcher from Ohio State, you brought the top researcher from the Ohio State Veterinary School, you brought Dean Moore from the Veterinary School. It was my first chance to meet him. And these folks were all very engaging and very competent witnesses. So if you had not brought those witnesses, we may still be trying to pass the bill today.
Senator Schaefer shares the secret ingredient to passing a law.
A lot of these bills pass because, well, a lot of bills have a great message. Not everyone passes. And it's like 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 15 or 20 pass through the whole system. You were persistent. You brought us witnesses every time we needed it. I happen to know that every time I called you or my staff called you, you either answered the phone or you called us right back. And we don't have a whole lot of time to plan witnesses. You know, when we learn on a Friday that there's going to be a hearing on Tuesday, and that's a weekend also in there, we don't have a lot of time. You were persistent. You always got the job done. And that persistence is what wins the day in so many bills at the Ohio State House or at any state house or in Congress.
New tonight, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine signing a bill to raise awareness about 2 diseases. From now
on December 14, 2023, Senate Bill 34, Hank's Law, was signed into law by Governor Mike DeWine, designating July as Sarcoma Awareness Month in the state of Ohio, with the act being named Hank's Law. Besides Governor DeWine, Senator Tim Schaefer and me, Dr. Joel Mayerson was also in attendance. Dr. Joel Mayerson was the human doctor at Ohio State University who helped Hank's vets remove his grapefruit-sized sarcoma and save his life. Hank's story had finally come full circle. Tim shares why he is excited about the passing of Hank's Law and what he hopes to come from it.
I hope a lot of awareness. I hope that we have people who see the signs and symptoms in themselves or a loved one, then go to the doctor and discover either it is or isn't, be relieved that it's not a serious condition, or find out they have a serious condition like sarcoma and they get it treated. That's the beauty of what this law is going to do. And I think that's a lot of what this show is about. A lot of your efforts in the last several years. I mean, you've dedicated your life, Amy, to public awareness and fundraising for research. So it's going to pay off in big, big dividends, although you aren't going to know 99% of the people you've helped. They'll be in Cleveland, they'll be in Wapakoneta, they'll be in Cincinnati, Athens, they'll be somewhere else. But a message that you have delivered that's propagated elsewhere is going to be delivered, and it's going to help somebody find treatment. I guarantee it.
Hank's Law is living proof that if you have a dream in your heart, don't give up. Let your pain become your purpose. You can read more about my story, Hank's Law, in the January 15th edition of the Town Crier. Thank you for joining me on Around Town with Amy.